Hi guys, I'm Commander Nookstar and welcome back to another Elite Dangerous video. In this one, I'll be putting FDev's brand new ship, the Corsair, through its paces with a PVE all-rounder build. But this build comes with a twist. This ship also doubles up as a PvP Piracy ship. So I'll be showing gameplay for both PVE Combat and PvP Piracy. But first, let's take a look at the build. So let's take a quick look at the build, starting with the hard points. I've gone for 3 large pacifier frag cannons, all with overcharged and incendiary rounds to strip those shields. Then I've gone with 2 Imperial hammer railguns. These are long range. One has feedback cascade to cancel any shield cell banks, and the other is super penetrator to do module damage. And then finally, in the bottom medium hardpoint, I have a rocket-propelled containment missile, otherwise affectionately known as a Grom Bomb. What this does is when it hits your ship, it will reboot your FSD, preventing you from escaping, and it's extremely useful for piracy. Utility mounts, I've gone with 3 shield boosters, 2 heavy duty with supercapacitors, and then to balance the resistance, I've gone with a thermal resistant shield booster with thermal block. And then the fourth one is a manifest scanner with fast scan engineering. And that way I can tell what booty my victims have on board. Core internal. Yeah, this is core internal. Military grade composite with heavy duty deep plating for more hull hard points, hit points. And then we've got a power plant with overcharge grade 4. Didn't want to go the whole way because it gets really hot the higher up the grade you go. And to counteract that, I've gone with the experimental thermal spread. Thrusters, obviously, size 7 thrusters deserve dirty drive tuning with drag drives. I have a pre-engineered 5A frameshift drive with fast boot and increased range. Life support, lightweight. Nothing special. 4D as well, again lightweight. Power distributor, always charge enhanced power distributor with super conduits, well 99% of the time anyway. And sensors, 6D lightweight with a long range scanner to spot those targets plus 10 kilometers out in a Hazres or whatever. Shields, prismatics, 6A with reinforced mod and high cap experimental for as much shield HP as possible. And we've gone with 1 6A shield cell bank that's got rapid shield charge on it with flow control to save power. An anti-corrosion cargo rack, but you could just use any cargo rack here. That's to carry limpets and swag. And then we've got Guardian frameshift drive booster to add 10.5 light years to our jump range. A collector limpet controller to collect all that juicy loot. And then a 5A fuel scoop for getting around the bubble. 1 4D hull reinforcement package, again heavy duty with deep plating to add a little bit more to our armor. Hatchbreaker limpet controller, very important for piracy. I've gone with the 3A. It's decent because the A-rated version gives you extra range, so targets like to run a lot, so it's good to have that extra range. And then with a 2A interdictor with expanded FSD interdictor capture arc. Only grade 3, we don't want to go too far on that one either. And then a pre-engineered detailed surface scanner, just in case I need to map anything or I need that thing. It's in the back pocket, and this ship has plenty of internals to run kind of what you want. So that's the basis of the build. Let's get into some gameplay, both some PVE combat and also some PvP piracy. So here we are, dropping into a resource extraction site, hazardous, to try and find some nasty pirates. I realise the irony and the hypocrisy of killing pirates in a pirate ship, but yeah, we're going to look for some pirates just to test the combat capability in PvE. It should work pretty well, but yeah, this is the acid test, so let's give it a go. Trying to find a decent wanted ship. Ambient Muesli, it's a nice name. Wanted, okay, Muesli, my friend. You are my guinea pig. Oh, shields are down straight away. Put it on the power plant. Sell on this last. So one thing missing from this build is a corrosive experimental. Oh, that's the Asp down, so didn't matter much for that target. But that was a pretty easy kill. Hopefully we can find something bigger and maybe some wings to give us a bit more of a challenge. Oh, a wing of 3, starting with a Python. Not sure what else is in the wing, but let's go for it anyway. Let's just pre-target the power plant. Looks like a couple of fed ships with this Python. Not sure what type they are yet. So we're at 90 shields already. Keep a lot in system just to make sure. Yeah, just to make sure I don't get pip checked too often and. Oh, there's the Python down straight away. That's not too bad. These bigger targets are really soaking up those pacifiers. Oof, close pass. Shields are down now. Just get this Federal assault ship finished. 46 on the hull. We've got 70 shields, so we are taking a bit of a beating. He's dead. So last one. So let's try a ram on this guy if we can. Frag ram. This is a expert Federal assault ship. Yeah, that did it. Okay, but that took a substantial amount of strength out of our shields doing that ram. We do have a shield cell bank, so let's test that now. So temperature spiked at 200%. And what do we get by? Roughly 20. What do we get? About 15% of our shields back with one bank. So normally I'm flying fully engineered grade 5 combat ships, which don't even have a fuel scoop. But this ship, being an all-rounder, has collected Olympic controllers and cargo space, so we can fire off a couple of limpets and suck up those materials. Ooh, nice. An Anaconda. Mr. Chris Saunders, we've been waiting for you. In a wing of 3, no less, so this should be a good test. Sure, this ship will do fine, but let's give it a quick boost to the SCB shield cell bank just to get our shields up to 100% before we kick it off. Another cargo hatch malfunction. We're not worried about that. We have plenty of space for limpets in this ship. And currently we are not doing any piracy. Let's see how it goes with this Anaconda. The pre-target the power plant. Shields are at 22 already. 17, come on. He's banking. Ah, the pacifiers went straight through the bank. Got his power plant down to 42 already. Pulls at 55. Another good hit on the power plant. Oh, power plant's at 0. And he's dead. 27% hull, no less. Let's try and get this Cobra. 84. Yeah, the pacifier's really doing some good work there. The hammers working well. Oh, landing gear not good. 9%, so this one's almost gone. And then I think it's another Cobra Mark IV in this wing. Is that guy gone? And then just Vince left. Let's finish this dude. Shields down in one pass. We need to get shots on the broadside of this Cobra because jousting's not great with such a thin hit profile. And the combination of frags. Bit better, so we can get a shot. Oh, this is good. Yeah, and the guy's down. Oh, so a pretty good combat test. I don't think it's amazing for combat. Yes, you could spec this ship out to be a 100% combat ship. Get a lot more hull points on there, a lot more shield strength, and probably a bit better refined loadout for dedicated combat. But as this all-rounder goes, I'm pretty impressed. It flies very similar to a crate. It's a little bit more maneuverable in terms of the vertical and lateral thrusters, but yeah, overall pretty happy with the combat for this all-round build. So here we are trying a bit of PvP Piracy. Just doing a quick manifest scan of Commander Asher Al-Jabal. And I've noticed he has some tasty loot on board. We are at the Trailblazer Song megaship. This is where you'll most likely find commanders hauling to build their new colonies. We're being a naughty pirate testing out this build against real life players to see if we can steal some of their booty. I'll be honest, there's not much profit in PvP Piracy, but it is a hell of a lot of fun. And it's, for me, one of the best player versus player interactions there can be in this game. So let's see how Commander Asher Al-Jabal reacts to this bit of privateering, shall we say. So we caught up with Commander Asher Al-Jabal in Super Cruise, attempting to highwake away, and we used the SCO in combination with the FSD interdictor to grab him. Let's see if we can get him to drop some of that tasty cargo. Where is he? There he is. That big old shieldless Type 9. Okay, so we fired a ground bomb. That's a containment missile that has reset his FSD. Now we need to disable those drives. Let's just do a scan. Double check that he's got the cargo. There we are, 780 tons of titanium. I've sent him a message. I only want 20 tons. He's still trying to run, so we're going to have to shut that engine down. The railgun should make short work of the thrusters. Let's give it a go. That's 77% already. 57. 33. 21. And there we are. One more shot for good measure. So we have NPCs attacking us right now. But I think we can tank the damage they give in time long enough to get the loot. I think this commander is quite new to the game because I've tried every method of communication, even sending out a voice comms, like Star Trek hailing the guy, but he's not responding. So I'm having to resort to hatch breaker limpets to break open his cargo hatch, and yeah, steal the cargo that way. I'm just trying to stop him a little bit here to slow him down because the cargo is going to go everywhere. Seems like he's firing his lasers. I don't know why. He's confused. We'll just keep siphoning off a little bit of cargo and take that and call it a day. I don't want to kill anyone. And hopefully you didn't take this the wrong way. It's purely business, nothing personal. Okay, so let's go get some of this tasty cargo. Lovely, you can see the NPCs attacking the prismatic shield, but we're alright. So, moving on to our next target, Commander Space Commie. We've sent him our bespoke pirate message. Stop for a scan and you will not be harmed. Do not try to run. All I want is 20 tons of cargo so my kids can eat tonight. Let's see if that works. Does he have any cargo? 758 tons of titanium. That is a lot. This guy's got shields, so this might be a bit tricky unless he complies with our demands. He's rocking a nice azure paint job on that T9. Getting a bit of stutter in the game. That's become a bit of a bug recently. Hopefully they've sorted that one out. But come on, Space Commie. Oh, there he is. He's taking off. Just give him a scan to remind him again. And our default pirate message. Is he going to try and run? They usually do. What is he gonna do? Just type the message again, just in case he's missed it the first time. All I want is 20 tons. How generous is Space Commie feeling today? Come on. Show me the booty. Oh! There we are. Oh! God speed, Commander. You are free to go. That's how I like my piracy. Diplomacy wins. So guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this one. If you like that video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys watching the vids, and I'll catch you in the next one.